Welcome to Wolves Weekly. I'm Barrett Henderson, the Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University, joined once again by Arn Ferguson, head football coach here at Western Oregon. Coach, appreciate you joining us today.
It's nice to be here.
And big Thanksgiving week coming up. You got big Thanksgiving plans?
We're going up to Portland a little bit with the family, so usually we do that at our place, but this year changes a little bit. So
Kick back watching Lions?
Trying to. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how this season played out for the Wolves. The second place finish in the GNAC, another second place finish. You and I talked a little bit about that, how it's been the past few years.
Yeah, I don't know how many times, but our team's been very consistent, really battling to get in that second place spot. And then we've just been real close as far as, not getting that first place spot. So our kids are working real hard. Our strength coach has really helped. So those things are improvements that we're doing, but our conference is really becoming pretty good in a hurry. So it's not like it was 4 or 5 years ago. Everybody's really ratcheted things up. The type of players that we're getting, credit Oregon, and then also our assistant coaches to find guys that can really be successful here. I mean, John Benton was not a highly recruited athlete, or Marcus Cuellar, but those two are going to have some NFL looks and probably going to be in someone's camp. As two examples of guys that really developed in our system.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about those guys here in just a second, but another a big feat for you guys. It was a 17th season where you had at least 7 wins in 83 years of football here at Western Oregon. Since you've taken over, this program's really headed in the right direction.
When I took over, we were 1-9. Things were just not going the way we'd like, and we had a 5-6 season where they won their last 4 games of the season in the GNAC, and then ever since then we've been 500 or above, 6 games, 7 games, and even 9-game seasons after that. So we feel good about our consistency. It's really taking that next step, which really requires more consistent players. And like this year we had 9 starters out throughout the year, and our guys stepped up, but we need to have them step up at a higher level, and also we need more guys like Cuellar and Benton, those type of players that are really the top of the league.
Yeah, zoning in on some of those key players you had this year, some of those all-conference guys. Ryan Bergman, your quarterback, one of the best offensive weapons in the GNAC.
Yeah, he's really developed in a person that's accurate. His deep ball can be more accurate, we already know that, but that's the timing with the receivers also. But the way he extends plays and really with his running, but also he makes guys, defensively, you got to cover for a long time. I mean, he's done a really nice job and developed. We feel that with him coming back next year, if we can stay healthy with him, what our offense can really do with Coach Harris is, we don't know. We just expect great things from him.
Yeah, and then let's talk a little bit about some of those guys that will be graduating this year. And I know some people are asking what their plans are and maybe what the future has for them. You got John Benton, Marcus you mentioned, Alex Jones. Some of those guys are getting some looks from some Senior Bowls. Yeah,
there's a D2 All-Star game. I believe it's in Florida or West Virginia. I think West Virginia. That both of them been invited to, and we're just recent information on that. So they're evaluating that, and hopefully they can go to that. Anytime you have a chance to really get outside of Oregon and play football and be in a bowl experience, whether it's your team or individually, it's an honor that you got to take advantage of.
Yeah, looking at John's size there on his player card, that's a young man who really does have a bright future.
Yeah, he's actually 305, so that's 35. He's very physical. People like how physical he is, and then he's also very motivated. So we'll see.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us this week, and like I told Coach Johnson here, don't eat too much turkey.
I'll try not to. So.
Well, that'll do it for this week's Wolves Weekly.